What's goody? Hey man, so it has almost been 1 week of the NBA season, and tomorrow y'all will have a video coming out about it being 1 week of the NBA season where we're gonna talk about every team because one thing that I want to try to always do on this channel is for at least like the first half of the season, I want to try to talk about as many teams as I can because I spend a lot of time watching basketball. Even if I'm not watching a full game of the Hornets or the Wizards or the Nets or the Jazz or any of these teams, if they're in a close fourth quarter and I'm watching hoops already, or if they're in a close fourth quarter and I see it before the game ends, oh, I'm watching that. I'm writing about these teams, blah, 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 blah. So one thing that I want to do is ensure that I'm always writing and talking about every team possible, at least in the first half of the season where every franchise still has a little bit of hope, unless you are some of these bottom feeder ones that are really, really already kind of devoid of hope. You know who you are, Brooklyn. Listen. So, this isn't going to be a video about every team. I talked about every team, every video of the next video being about every team, blah, 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 blah. And there's a lot I have to say, especially about the Eastern Conference, because the standings are kind of crazy right now. There's some teams out east that are doing some impressive things. There's some teams out east that have been disappointing me so far. And then there's just a lot of things going on, but I want to talk about one person only. I don't want to talk about his team. I don't want to talk about anything else. I want to talk about one person only. His name is Victor Wembanyama. He's 7'5", alien, extraterrestrial, Vic Wemby, that guy. The 7'5" man in San Antonio is the guy I want to talk about because as of right now, he's the MVP, and I don't think it's close. I don't know how you could try to sit here and convince me that it's anybody other than him. You want to sit here and you want to say, well, Shea and the OKC Thunder are 3-0 as well, and he's averaging a stupid amount of points and blah 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 blah. He had a 55, and I understand that, but if you're watching these games and you're saying, man, he's carrying them offensively. Their offense has not been good. It's really been Shea. Please don't get me wrong. Please don't get me wrong. I think right now my MVP ladder is probably it's Wemby, it's Steph Curry, and then it's probably like Giannis. Like it's something like that, right? So like it's Wemby, it's Steph Curry, or it's Shea, or it's Wemby, or it's Steph Curry, or it's Giannis, or it's Wemby, or it's Steph Curry, and it's Luka. It's something like that as of right now. But man, it's Wemby and it's a gap. Because what he is doing for the San Antonio Spurs right now is insane. The man is going out here averaging 33, 13. He's shooting 57% from the field, 36% from three. And if you are watching these games, you understand he's doing this whether he gets double teamed or triple teamed or whatever, and as soon as you see him get double teamed or triple teamed or whatever, you look at the offense and you just go, okay, it's like they forget how to play basketball sometimes. It's like as soon as you see him get double teamed or triple teamed, you kind of start to see a little bit of panic set in, and you're watching this game against Brooklyn, and if you're looking at the box score, you're thinking this man just put up, she's getting upset. This man just put up 31 points, 14 boards, and 4 assists with 3 steals and 6 blocks. And if you actually watch the game, you know he didn't play that well. The best game he's played this year, in my opinion, is probably Dallas, but you could argue New Orleans. You could argue that was a better game, but I would say no, you can't argue New Orleans. He only had 29. I thought he had 39. It was definitely Dallas, right? And you got to remember who he's going against. That's opening day for them. That is their first game of the NBA season this year. In 29 minutes, the lowest minutes he's played this season, that man went out there and went 15 to 21 while getting guarded by Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is the guy that I said was going to come in second in Defensive Player of the Year, and now the Mavs are trash, but you get my point. He went 15 for 21, 9 of 11 from the free throw line, put up 15 rebounds, 3 blocks, and a steal. So far this season, the man has 18 blocks. Let's go look on ESPN right now, and I want to go see. How many teams have 18 blocks? Because Victor Wembanyama has 18 blocks, and I genuinely don't know if more than 5 teams have 18 blocks themselves. So let's go ahead and let's look. I don't want to look at averages. I want to look at blocks, total blocks. Most total. I'm sorry, this is a tangent right now, but I have to see. And listen, one thing you're gonna say about NBA. One thing you're gonna say about Wemby. You're going to say, well, Victor Wembanyama's team hasn't played against anybody too crazy. I mean, sure, they played against the Dallas Mavericks, but now you look at the Dallas Mavericks and you say, okay, maybe that's not too crazy of a win because they went out there and Keyshawn George did damn near the same thing to Anthony Davis that Victor Wembanyama did. So you say, okay, maybe maybe they're not the best win in the world, right? Because of Washington Wizards' only win right now is the Dallas Mavericks. You look at the Mavericks and you say, okay, well, they also they did get their ass beat by the Spurs, and while they did just win their first game, it wasn't anything too impressive. You know what I'm saying? They beat the Raptors, and the Raptors' defense right now looks like it might be one of the worst in the league because every single team they play is putting up 130, unless it's Atlanta, and Atlanta still put up 118. Anyways, there's a long time to go left in the season. Please do not get me wrong. But what Victor Wembanyama right now is doing is insane. What he is doing as a third-year player is not only carrying his team offensively, and sure, Stephon Castle has been playing very well. Rookie Dylan Harper has been playing very well. He's had 20 points on like back-to-back games, been playing very, very well. But you have to remember, Jeremy Sohan is out. De'Aaron Fox is out. Like, they are missing his backups. Luke Cornett is out right now, and I don't remember if he played last night or not, but he's out for this game tonight in this back-to-back. Kelly Olynyk, another backup for Wemby, is out for this game tonight. Like, they have an injury report that's not lengthy because it's the beginning of the season, but it's longer than a lot of other teams. And when you see what Wemby's going out there and doing, what Wemby's going out there and averaging, Wemby's not only averaging crazy numbers, it's like to the point where if you're watching the games, Wemby's a must watch for me every night. Like I was just telling the homie yesterday, in terms of my must watch tier list, it's Steph Curry and it's Victor Wembanyama, where if those two guys are playing, I don't care who else is playing. That game is on one of my two screens. I don't care which one, is on one of them. They were playing the Brooklyn Nets, and obviously in the fourth quarter that game ended up close, so I had it on. Cam Thomas is out there dropping 40 points and everything like that. But that's a game I didn't expect to watch a second of because you're like, man, they don't got nothing for Wemby, and I turned it on and immediately Wemby has 9 freaking blocks. Wemby has 9 stocks. 9 stocks in a game where he didn't even play that well, at least not offensively. Like, what? Okay, let's look. What team has the most blocks this season in the NBA? The Memphis Grizzlies have the most blocks. I don't care about per game. The Orlando Magic. Can we be serious, dude? Okay, the Boston Celtics have 19 blocks this season. Victor Wembanyama has 18. Victor Wembanyama has more blocks by himself this season than every single NBA team besides the Boston Celtics. While also averaging 33 and 13, his team being 3-0 in the first game, he had his best game against a guy that is a consensus one of the best defensive players in the NBA and one of the teams that is a consensus thought to be one of the best defenses heading into the season. Oh wait, why is it not? Oh, I was lying. He actually has more blocks than every single team except for 5. It didn't sort for whatever reason. It had Boston up top, but that wasn't true. Detroit, San Antonio, obviously that's his team, so let's not count them. But let me just put it to you like this. The Spurs have 6 blocks this season outside of Victor Wembanyama. Without Victor Wembanyama, the Spurs would have the 3rd least blocks in the NBA. Or, no, because it's not going all the way to 30. They would have the 24th most blocks in the NBA without Victor Wembanyama. Right now, they have the 2nd. Victor Wembanyama has more blocks than every single team that is not the Kings, who he's tied with, the Clippers, who he has 1 less than, the Celtics, who he has 1 less than, and the Pistons, who have 26, most in the league. While also averaging 33 and 13, shooting 57% from the field, which is 10% higher than what he shot in his 2 seasons of his career so far, having the highest effective field goal percentage, having damn near double his player efficiency rating. It's insane. I don't know what you can say about Victor Wembanyama that hasn't already been said other than right now, he doesn't look like a top 5 player in the NBA. He doesn't just look like the MVP. He doesn't just look like he's going to carry the Spurs team to the playoffs. Thank God I said they would be the 8th seed because right now it's looking like they're going to be way higher than the 8th seed. It doesn't just look like he's going to do all that. Right now, I think he, through 3 games of the NBA season, has been undeniably the best player in the world. And I don't think it's close. And I'd never expected to be saying that coming into the season. I was expecting to come into the season saying, damn, Wemby's doing great, but the team isn't hitting the stride that we're expecting it to, so what does that say about Wemby? I was kind of expecting for people to start those conversations where I was going to be like, dude, it's so early in his career, let's just chill. No, we actually need to start other conversations. That it's super early in his career to start, but we still need to start him because MVP right now, not at all out of the realm of possibility. I love it. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching as always. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Let me know what y'all think about the video. Let me know what y'all think about the season Wemby is having, and if y'all think he can really, really win the MVP as a 3rd-year player. I saw Carson from NerdCess tweet something that came up across my feed where he was saying Wemby doesn't just have the potential to be the GOAT, But he has the potential to like clearly be the GOAT. And it's like he said, by like a wide margin, because this guy, what he's doing right now is insane. He could have all the accolades while also being the best player in the world on both sides of the ball. And that's true. He could be. Because through 3 games of the NBA season, he has been the best player he has been the best player in the world, and you could argue it's been on both sides of the ball. I don't take anyone's offense over Steph Curry's in the NBA right now, but like Victor Wembanyama has been doing crazy things, and his team is not catered to him perfectly yet because he's just a year 3 player. So they don't even know how to do that yet. All glory to God as always, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Please don't forget to just keep God first no matter what, man. I'm about to go eat, do some work. Long night of hoops in tonight. I'm going to see a house with my girl tonight, so let's see if, we like it and everything like that, and then we'll see, whatever. Hey, whatever's in God's plan. If we get the house, we get it. If not, we're not. And whatever's supposed to happen will happen. Maybe we're not supposed to move. Maybe we're supposed to move. Maybe we're supposed to get a different house. Maybe we're supposed to get this one. Who knows? But pray for me, man. I'm praying for y'all. I love y'all. Thank you for watching. Let me know what type of other videos y'all want to see because I do want to keep making some content. Keep an eye out for tomorrow's video. Might come out Wednesday, actually, because I actually kind of have to wait until after tomorrow's games. So keep an eye out for Wednesday's video, actually. But yeah, peace.